So here is the code, and we are using BeautifulSoup to scrape all the data. And here is the CSV file which you sent me to scrape the data for all these 1200 names. So we are using a list to store all this data, and after that this function, we are creating this function to generate generate all the URLs from all these names. And after generating all these names, let's just check out is this URL is working or not. This is the URL template which is useful for generating all the other URLs using the name individually. So let's check out this. So instead of bracket, we will use any name like this. So as we see that all these are working and we are getting the results, we have to just scrape all the data and store it and count all these things. Let's check out the other name like so as we see that we are also getting the results for the second name. So we will generate all the URLs from all these 1200 names, and after that we will scrape all the data from this function, and also we will filter out using this statement. So we will get only titles for this date. So we can use any date here like 3rd Feb, 4th Feb, and any other date, any other back date. So after that we will get all the data for this date. So if you want to scrape the data for any date, so you have to just put the date here. We have to choose any date like we have to scrape the data for 4th Feb, so we have to put the 4th Feb, and after that we have to run this code. This is the main function which will contain all the things, how it will scrape the data and store it on a CSV file. So we are scraping the data using this and pending all the data, all the scraped data into records, and after that we are just using count function. Oh, sorry, we are just using length function to count all these records which we scraped, and after that we are just generating main list which contains news name and count. News name means the name which you sent me, and all the counts which how many titles this name is extracted, this name extracted. So this we have to run this only, we have to run this, and we have to just change the date which we want to change. We have to only do two things. The first thing is to change the date, whatever date we want to scrape the data, and after that run this main function. When we run this main function, we will get the data, we will get the data on the main list, and after that we have to change it into CSV file. So I will put the code on that. So we are changing this into CSV file, and we will store the result into a CSV file like this. Okay, thank you.